Hey, what's up folks, it's Phil Meyer. The PS5 version of The Witcher 3 has been out for a few weeks now. I previously released a video explaining how to upgrade from the PS4 version and transfer your save. I've received enough questions on that video that I've thought it best to re-release it. If you have a disc or digital version of The Witcher 3 on PS4, you're eligible for the PS5 upgrade for free. It doesn't matter which edition of the game you own, you can still get the free upgrade. As you go through each step in this process, follow along with the video description. I'll be keeping it updated with any new information over time. Alright, let's get started. If you're going to transfer your save from the PS4 version of the game, the first thing you need to do is ensure it's updated to the latest version. If you own the disc version of the game, you can insert it into your PS5 drive now. This will place the game's launch shortcut in the top nav bar. Navigate to the game's shortcut and press Start on the controller, which will bring up a context menu. Choose Check for Update from this menu. If your game version is already at the latest patch, the system will let you know, otherwise the download would begin. If you own the digital version of the game, or for whatever reason the launch shortcut does not appear in the nav bar, you can navigate to the game from your game library. Start the game, and upon launch, it will check for updates automatically. Once the update starts, you can just quit out of the game and wait for it to complete. So regardless of which edition of the game you own, in disc or digital format, you should now have it updated to the latest patch. The next step is to transfer your save game to the developer's cloud service so you can later download it on the PS5 version of the game. Start the PS4 version of the game, and once you're at the game's main menu, choose the Load Game option. Once inside the Load Game menu, at the bottom, you'll see that there's an option for cross progression. Press L2 in the controller to invoke the cross progression option. If this is the first time you've used the developer's cloud service for the game, you'll be prompted to link your account. You'll be given a link to follow, which you can do on your mobile phone or computer. I'm going to do that on my PC. Following the link takes you to the game's reward site. Click the Claim button here, and you'll be prompted to log into the developer's cloud service, which is GOG. If you don't already have a GOG account, you'll need to create one if you want to continue. After logging in, you'll be shown a confirmation and you can head over to your PS5. The PlayStation 5 should be showing a confirmation menu as well. Go ahead and navigate back to the Load Game menu and load whichever save game it is that you want to continue on the PS5 version of the game. Once you've loaded your game, immediately make a new manual save. When you create the save, notice the cloud icon indicating that this save will be stored to the cloud. Once the save is finished, go ahead and exit out of the PS4 version of the game. The next step is to download the PS5 version of the game. If you just skipped to this part of the video and you own the PS4 disc version, make sure you've placed it into your console at this time. From the top nav bar, highlight the game shortcut, then navigate down into the content area. Then use the three-dot menu next to Play Game to bring up the context menu. From this menu, choose View Product to go to the game's store page. Note that if for whatever reason the game wasn't shown in your nav bar, you can get to it the same way from your game library. Alright, from the game store page, regardless of which version of the game you have, you should be given a free option to download the PS5 version of the game. If you don't see the free upgrade here, it may be because you landed on the store page for a different edition of the game. Use the three-dot menu to switch the store page to whichever edition you own. If the editions match, you should now be shown the free upgrade, but if you still don't, hang tight, I'll try to explain. So, if you own the PS4 disc and you still don't see a free upgrade on any edition, it may be because your disc region does not match your PSN account region. Let me give you an example. If you own the UK Game of the Year edition on disc and your PSN account is in the USA region, they don't line up. They're actually treated as two separate games by the PSN store. How do you know if this is the case for you? Check the back of your game case. You should see a symbol indicating which region the game was for. I'll post the region codes in the video description so you can refer to it. So what do you do if your disc version does not match your PSN account region? Well, you have two options. You could either repurchase the game, or you can create a new PSN account with a region matching your disc. For example, if your game disc is from a European region, you could create a new PSN account using United Kingdom as the region. Using the secondary account with the matching region and the disc should allow you to download the game. I realize that's a lot of info. The important takeaway here is that whichever game edition you own, including its region, needs to match the PSN version you're trying to download. Alright, with that explained, we can move forward with downloading the upgrade. Once you have the free option available, choose it and it should start the download. Once the PS5 version is finished downloading, we can move on to the next step, which is downloading your save from the cloud. Start the PS5 version of the game. Once you're at the game's main menu, you'll notice there's no option to load a save game. This is because we need to link this version of the game with the developer's cloud service as well. From the main menu, choose My Rewards. This will show you a new link that you can follow to link to your GOG account, just like we did with the PS4 version of the game. Follow the same steps you did before, and make sure you log into the same GOG account that you used with the PS4 version of the game. Once you're done here, go back to your PS5 and the game should be at the confirmation screen. After that's complete, the load game option should appear on the main menu. Navigate into load game and you should be able to pick up the same save that you uploaded from the PS4 version of the game. Note that your game progression carries over, but trophies are not automatically provided to you. They'll have to be re-earned. So hopefully now you have the PS5 version of the game installed, and if you wanted to, you have a PS4 save transferred over. Once you feel comfortable with the PS5 version of the game and you're happy with your save game, you can remove the PS4 version of the game from your console if you want to. You can do this from the storage menu in settings, and if you want to, you can also delete the PS4 save game versions as well. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching. As a reminder, if you've got more questions after the video, please check for a pinned comment or look in the video description for any updates. I hope the video helped you out, and if it did, please consider hitting that like button on your way out so it could help someone else. Take care, everybody.